Hi, and welcome back to my craft room. I thought I would share this project with you that I'm working on. I had this zinc tray that I wanted to use for something special. I like this scalloped edge, and I thought I didn't want to use it just to have a flower on it, so I thought I wanted to make it to something special, a mixed media decoration. Excuse me. So ever since where do I have my papers? Ever since I got this from Ephemeras Vintage Garden. It's printable kit called Summer Prelude. It has these beautiful water colored flowers and birds, and I really love these colors, and I'm going to use the kit in a garden book or journal that I'm planning on beginning. But I also wanted to use it for this arrangement. I especially enjoyed this doily page, and then I printed it in smaller versions as well, so that I could play with the layers. But I really love these flowers and colors, so that's what I wanted to do. So I made this, used some very sturdy corrugated cardstock for the bottom, and used two different sized doilies, and then I fussy cut or cut out the doilies on the papers. I inked with Tim Holtz Ranger Aged Mahogany. It's a really deep red that I thought was just awesome for this. So this is going to be my platform, the bottom of my decoration. But I also wanted to elevate the tray a little bit, so I have these felt balls in my stash, and so I thought I could glue them on, and that way the tray wouldn't make scratches on the surface where I'm going to have it. So that's what I want to do. And then since I love to recycle these tubes, paper towel rolls and toilet paper rolls, that was going to be my elements for the beautiful watercolored flowers and birds. The background for using these tubes in different heights, that is actually something I learned more than 20 years ago when I visited Japanese flower binding classes. They operate in different heights when they're binding bouquets or flower arrangements, typically in 3, 5, and 7 different flowers. So in this one I'm working with 3 tubes, and I already decorated the tubes with some of the papers. I I made sure there would be flowers visible on all three, and I already decorated the two smaller ones, and then I wanted to share with you how I do that. I fussy cut some of the branches with flowers on it, and then I seal it with a decoupage glue. It has no shine, so it will just be like this. I hope you can see it. And then I inked the back side, because I'm planning on gluing it on so that it will flow over the side. And I also used my my flower templates to make this flower, and I had some red and pink feathers in my stash, and I used this wire to make these funny flowers that I'm going to glue under this, and then it's going to be over here on that side. I also fussy cut this bird, and I wanted it to be glued on like this on this side, so that's what I'm going to do when I finish the tray. So let's begin. I think it is obvious that this is becoming my style. Using the tubes, gluing on some flowers and stuff, but I'm also planning on trying to make journals and glue books. I just entered a group on Facebook called Vintage Glue Books. This is totally new to me, but I'm gonna give it a try, because when I see what the others are making, I'm just so much fascinated by it. And so I thought that would be a cute supplement for what I am doing in my crafting, and we all need to grow. So you see, I think this is going to be cute. So my idea is to have this in the back, and then these kind of in the front. I hope you can imagine that. But of course, you have seen the pictures in the beginning of the video, so I know you can envision the finished project. So I think I'm planning on adding it here. So I'm just going to hot glue that on. So I think that's enough. And then the trick is to position it right away, because hot glue, you can't pull it away and reposition it, so otherwise you just have to live with wherever you put it down, I guess. So I now want to add the bird. How can I do that? sometimes you need to work it just a little bit to make it work like you want to. Well, so, and then I'm going to attach it to this flower. And then I'm giving it a glue on the back side. I hope you can see this. And then for people with soft hands, this is maybe not the best, because hot glue is hot and you get burned from time to time. But I think this is going to be quite good. So I'm also going to put a glue dot here to make it a little bit more sturdy, so it's not going to tear when finished. And then it looks like that this branch is actually continuing here. So I'm also thinking about the composition of things to make it look like it's natural. It was born like that. You see that I just brought in nature. That's how I like to work. That it looks like I could have picked this up in my garden and invited a bird in our cozy home. So I'm just going to leave that to dry, and then I want to add this, and when you glue it on, you don't think about how they are positioned here, because you just want to attach it, and then you can play with it later. But I also want to have this flower down here, so I think we're gluing this one here and then putting the flower on top of that to hold this. And the wire, ooh, the wire is really, really hot. So, and then just press until the glue is sticky enough, cold enough that it won't run anywhere. So that is my project. I hope you liked it, and I can't tell you enough how much I love this printable from Ephemeras Vintage Garden. It's called Summer Prelude, and it is available on Debbie Ann's shop, in her shop, sorry. So if you're in love with it as I am, so please go to her website and her shop to find it. I just thought I wanted to share that with you. So I do have a little tip that I wanted to share with you. You see these fussy cut branches? When I glued it on, I also glued on a piece of this You can see I touched it on several places. I did that because then I can shape it. I can bend it in all directions, and that just makes it even more wonderful, so that you can, when you put the three sizes together, then you can make them more, move them to the right or the left, so that you can see everything and then make your composition look just fantastic. So that's just what I wanted to share with you. If you're making something similar, isn't that just a wonderful idea and a fantastic technique? So that's just what I wanted to add. Until next time, bye bye, have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching.